Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tetris at Summer Games Done Quick. I am here with Chronos. Chronos, are you excited to be here?
Yeah, I am so excited. All of these players just came all around to play in this tournament. It's one of the largest Tetris tournaments, I believe. And yeah, now we're down to our final two competitors.
Yeah, from 56 people qualifying in person, we had another 11 qualify on Hotfix last month. We got 4 from that group. We got 4 from the group that played in person. And then from there, all the way down to the 2 you see on stage, Meme and Huff are going at it for the grand championship of Summer Games Done Quick. I know I'm excited. Are you excited, crowd? Okay, and I want to give a reminder, those of you in the crowd that do have cowbells, you will ring those when a player gets a max out. When you see 1,000,000 points on the board, you better be ringing that cowbell, otherwise I'm going to be very mad at you, and you don't want that, do you? All right, but that's the scoop there. We're going to play a best-of-5 game. The first person to win 3 games wins the championship, and you are going to see some amazing play, especially when we get deep into the games. I'm ready. Are you all ready? All right. I think we're good to throw it over to the game because it looks like our players have entered in their seed and they're ready to go too.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and throw it on over.
All right. So you see, we've got Meme and we've got Huff, and actually, I think they're showing up backwards on my end here. So I'm gonna do a quick fix so it shows up right on screen. So we need to do this, and we need to do that. There we go. Now we should be in business, fingers crossed. All right, so again, we've got Meme, we've got Huff. Meme, the local favorite from Minnesota. Huff coming over from Michigan. 2 great players, 2 players that have competed at Classic Tetris World Championships. And I think I'm ready. Are the players ready? All right, looks like the players are ready. Commentators are ready. Crowd's ready? Okay.
Let's go count down.
Here we go. We're going to all count down together. Look at the screen. We're going to count them all down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, and we are off. They are starting on level 18 in the Classic Tetris World Championships. All competition starts on level 18, and they will play 130 lines, at which point we transition to level 19. The kill screen happens at level 29, and these players can play into and beyond the kill screen, which means you're going to get 100 lines of kill screen action. When we get to level 39, you're going to get the super kill screen. It's twice as fast as the kill screen, and even for rollers, you aren't doing anything on the super kill screen.
Yeah, and as we can tell, these players are playing on level 18 to start with, and this is the standard competition level. As many players, especially when you begin playing the game, even level 18 is very fast. I believe in the current tournament that we had here, lots of players were very much struggling on this level. And just seeing these players just play it out as if it's nothing is really cool to see.
No, absolutely. Now, you're noticing that the players they're not getting different pieces. That is part of the competition cartridge that we have for the players to use. We have them enter in a randomly generated seed. That ensures that they get the same pieces. So if one person gets 5 squares in a row, the other person gets 5 squares in a row. If we don't see a long bar for 25 pieces, the other person also doesn't see it. So the randomness of RNG, both players either benefit or suffer from, it'll feel like.
Yeah, and something important to note, in NES Tetris, the goal of the game is to score Tetrises because Tetrises give the most points. So as you can see on the right and left of their screens, they have a TRT with a percent, and that is their Tetris rate. The higher the Tetris rate, the more points you get or are getting. So if you can get a high Tetris rate, that's the goal.
Yep, and this is different from modern Tetris, isn't it, Chronos?
Yes, in modern Tetris, there is something called a 7-bag system where every piece that comes on the screen, all 7 types of Tetris pieces, will come in a sort of bag, like randomized. So you'll guaranteed get a long bar within the next 7 pieces, but in Classic Tetris, this is not the case. You can get completely random pieces to just come out of nowhere. So you could get like 10 squares in a row maybe, and that would not be good for you.
No, absolutely not. And there is that little thing kind of on the side of both players' screen, that TRT. What does that represent?
Yeah, so that is the Tetris rate. So that shows how efficient each of the players are. The higher it is, the more points they are scoring in terms of efficiency. So lots of Tetrises, higher Tetris rate, that is very good. And I believe for these players, their goal is to be above around 80%. So this is looking like a pretty tough game for both players.
Yeah, they're looking decent, but one thing, you mentioned that 7 bag in terms of random number generation compared to modern Tetris. That means in modern Tetris, you will get a long bar in 13 pieces, worst case scenario. That's not the case here. So as you see on Meme's side, it was on the side of the screen there will be a drought counter showing up when a player is waiting more than 14 pieces for a long bar.
Yeah, and that can be very brutal. We have seen some players get super unfortunate RNG where it's up to like 70 pieces without a long bar, which can be very detrimental to your scoring. Yeah. And as we can see, both players are nearing 100 lines. And so the level 19 transition is going to be pretty interesting to go see, since level 19 is when the game starts to speed up. Yeah, and now we can see Huff, 400,000 points, Meme with 394. And we'll see how their scoring is going to be held here. Seems like both players are doing pretty well.
Yep, looking pretty good here. And if we look at the scores, I think on scene they're a little flippity floppity because I have Huff at 460,000 and I have Meme at 422. So just if you're on scene, cross your eyes, then it'll look good. And we'll get that fixed. We'll get that fixed in due time. But Huff is going to throw on Tetris. He's got a half max right now, 506,000 points.
Yeah, and top tournament level players are scoring around 600,000 points into transition here at level 19, which is an absurdly high score. I believe way back then, like even getting like 400,000 is considered a really good game, but now just player level has drastically increased.
Yeah, and what you saw earlier, Huff put up a Tetris that was 1 row off the bottom. If you get a Tetris and it doesn't happen at the bottom of your stack and you have garbage below it, we call that a dirty Tetris. And this thing you're seeing right here from Huff, that little tuck of the long bar, that is called a VIT. It stands for a vertical eye-tuck setup, and he nailed it to perfection.
Yeah, and as we can see, Huff's screen, the colors have now changed. So now the speed, as you can see, has sped up a lot faster, and this is level 19. So the game can get even faster once we get to kill screen. And yeah, it's going to be really incredible to see our players do it. And as we can see, Huff with about 2 Tetris lead right now.
Yep. Okay, yep. So right now we've got Huff at 665,000 and we've got Meme at 616,000. So Huff with the lead at the moment. It is a lead of just under a Tetris. So you might say it's neck and neck. But things looking pretty solid right here, although Huff's got a little bit of digging out to do. Nothing too bad. You just got to get a quick burn. Great flat burn there with Huff, and he's rewarded with the Tetris. He's at 726,000 points on level 22. He is definitely on track for a max out, and you know what to do if we see a max out on the screen. Because right now, Huff is looking at about a 1.08 million into level 29. If he can keep this up, Meme is looking good too. She's at about a 1.02 million, give or take a few points.
Yeah, both players just right there with each other, both less than a Tetris apart, which shows just how even these competitors are right now. And oh wow, that's a nice adjustment from Meme's side.
And currently into level 23 and level 24, another Tetris for Meme. We are only 4,000 points apart. That's basically the equivalent of about a double burned in game.
Yeah, and our players still continuing on. We are level 24, so there is still a lot of time in this level 19 play here. And yeah, both players with a very clean stack. And for a clean stack, it generally means that we have our right side with a one hole, and the rest of the board is filled in, so you can just throw Tetrises down at the right side.
Yep, so right now we are on max out watch. Huff is about 2 Tetrises away from a max out. Meme is about a Tetris away as well. There is a Tetris, there is the max out for Meme. And Huff is 1 Tetris away.
And he gets it too.
And he's got a max out, a double max out on level 27 for Huff, level 26 for Meme.
Yeah, and it's so impressive to see. Getting a max out in general is one of the greatest achievements that you can get. So, yeah, just the fact that both of them got max outs here, just casually in tournament play, and we still have a lot of time to go.
Yeah.
As we enter level 28, we are getting close to the super kill screen here, where you can see the pieces go down way faster. So let's see how our players navigate this.
Yep, and just a reminder, as you can see, the boards are flipped around for the moment. We will get that fixed after this first game. So Meme's game is on the right, Huff's game is on the left, and we are now into level 29. Check out the action right here. These pieces are moving from top to bottom at about 1 frame per row, so it gets down there very quickly, and these players are making it look like it's nothing.
Yeah, and it is super deceivingly hard just how difficult this play is. Like, every input is just so fast that it's like 5.
But Meme's in trouble right now. She needs a 5-tap over to the left. Is she going to get it? She gets the 5-tap, and she is bringing this board down. Look at this down stacking from Meme. She needs a long bar. Where is the long bar? Come on, get out there. She's getting drowned 16 pieces, and she's not seeing a long bar anywhere. There it is, and she can't even use it for a Tetris.
Oh, it's still up there. Meme is still surviving this.
Yeah,
and gets the right pieces for it. Is Tetris ready?
Yep, where is the long bar? Come on.
Nice burn.
Tetris for Meme, and she is pumped about that. Into level 33 we go. Huff has the slight lead, 1.365 million to 1.292 million. The next milestone we're going to come up to is what's called the rollover, and that is when you reach 1.6 million, and it's called that because in our modified cartridges, to score above 1 million, the players are seeing hexadecimal letters in that first digit. So right now, Huff has D as his first digit, as does Meme. But when you get to 1.6 million, it goes back to 0, so we call that a rollover.
Yeah, and we don't have too much time left for our players here. We are nearing the level 38, which is the last level before, but oh, look at Huff's board, very scary.
Yep, the level 39 is the super kill screen. The speed's gonna be twice as fast as what you're seeing now. If you think this is crazy, wait till level 39. That is in essence going to be the end of the game, but Huff is going aggressive. He's setting up for a center well Tetris. He gets the long bar Tetris for Huff. We're separated by 60 points on level 37. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, this is this difference of 1 single.
Oh no, but a couple of hangs for Huff right there. Let's see if he can get this brought down.
But it's also on Meme's side too.
Oh no, they're separated by 3,000 points, and Huff's gonna top out. Meme will take game number 1, and she's gonna keep going. She has a 1.598 million in game number 1. GG's to both.
Yeah, that was an absurdly cool game to show up. 1.5 million is an absurd score line, and our players in our competition, they've been just killing it. In our semifinals before this, all our players were very close to each other. In fact, all 2 games, like both games went to decider for the semifinals.
Yeah, we're gonna get the board flipped around really quick. Should take a moment. I think this is a great time for donations, Blasto.
Hey, you got it, Toast. We have ourselves a $100 donation from Poochie.exe saying, boom, Tetris for GDQ. Always love to see Tetris at GDQ, whether it's TGM or the classic NES Tetris. Here's $100 toward that 100-line sprint incentive. And we are making a lot of progress on that incentive. 72% of the way there. Again, that incentive means should we hit it after we are done the finals here, 2 extremely skilled Tetris players will race to see who can score 100 lines on level 19 first.
Yeah, keep going.
All right. I also have a $100 donation from G Hall 4 saying $1 per line to help us get even more Tetris. Seems fair to me. And it looks like we are taking a brief technical hold, but that's okay. I'm going to continue on with some of the donations we have here, some of the love we've been receiving from the audience watching this. $100 from Cousin Avi, 33, saying, "Go Huff, go Meme." And yes, folks, that is a bunch of cowbells you are hearing. They have been distributed to audience members. I can neither confirm nor deny that the people running the Tetris tournament have a fever, and the only prescription, of course, more cowbell. We, of course, have many donations coming in. I have a $50 donation from Mary saying, "I wanted to thank the runners, the tech support, and the hosts." Hi, thank you. "For making another incredible event. Greetings from Italy." I also have a $500 donation from Anonymous. No message with it, but thank you, Anonymous, for supporting Doctors Without Borders. And I just got the high sign. We are ready to roll with more Tetris action. Toast, back to you.
All right. So if I can have the players get back to the ready screen, we're good to get game number 2 going underway. Meme is currently up 1-0 in this tournament.
Yeah, and that was such a sick first set. Both players barely a Tetris apart at the end there, which is very cool to see in a tournament match like this. And yeah, I'm so excited to see more of this gameplay here.
Yep. So what the players are doing right now is they're incrementing the seed to get the next one so that they have the same piece sets. It looks like they are good, and it looks like we are ready to go. So we can go ahead and get back to the game.
Yeah, we are waiting right now for stuff to appear here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, but one's ready to go. So we can go ahead and get back to the game.
Yeah, we are waiting right now for stuff to appear here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, but once we're back on and we can see the action, we will count them down and get going very, very shortly. And I gotta say, I love the cowbells in the crowd. It is tradition in the Tetris community that when we have a max out or 1,000,000 points, that you shake those cowbells, and you are gonna hear that in full force today. But it looks like both players are indeed ready. So let's go ahead and count them down for game number 2. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Yeah, so what do you think about that first game, Toast?
What a way to open up the championship. These two players are showing why they are two of the best players in the world. Meme has taken second place at CTWC, the Classic Tetris World Championship, the last 2 years. Huff also has a second place finish to his credit. And as far as where they are ranked, I believe I'm looking up my stat pack right here. Meme is ranked 4th in the world in terms of ELO, and Huff is ranked 15th. So two of the top 15 players ranked by ELO you are seeing right here on the stage, and they have shown you absolutely why they deserve to be here.
Yeah, and both players having a second place at CTWC, the Classic Tetris World Championship under their belt. So both are up there in terms of the top competitors in the world.
Mm-hmm. And these two are not strangers to each other. They have played 9 matches in the past. Huff looking to make a name here because Meme is 7-2 all time against Huff. So holding the edge in that matchup, but Huff would love to flip the fortunes around and get that 3rd victory. And what a time to get it as we see a Vitz there on the screen, another vertical I-tuck setup. Those are so hype. It's a very aggressive move, but we love seeing it when it happens.
Yeah, and all of these setups from these top players are super cool to see with the power of rolling. So if you want to describe what rolling is, that would be great.
Yeah, so rolling, it was invented by Cheesefish, shout outs to Cheese, by the way, is a way to move pieces faster than DAS or hyper tapping. DAS being delayed auto shift. We can talk about that a little later, but what matters is this was inspired by, I believe it was called fly hacking. That was used by Flyhack to press the button in rapid succession in NES track and field. And Cheese managed to modify that for Tetris because you can't really do that with the D-pad because it's one piece instead of all the individual buttons. So what he did is instead of pushing your fingers into the button, he said, well, why not push the button into the fingers? So in essence, the back of the controller acts as a big button and they are using their fingers to push the controller into their thumb to get the inputs.
Yeah, and it is so wild to see. Like, I just learned how to roll from some of these other players that helped me out, and it is so difficult. Like, not only do you have to flick your fingers on the controller, but you have to do it in such a precise timing. And not only that, you have to make your decision-making, where you're going to place the piece, all of those in less than a fraction of a second.
Exactly, and you'll notice that a lot of the players, they will wear gloves, and that is to reduce the friction because if you have too much friction, your fingers can get kind of stuck on the controller, and you'll miss inputs or you'll get additional inputs and the pieces won't go where you want to go. So the majority of the players will use gloves. Some players use lotion to maintain the appropriate level of friction. Like I think Fractal is the main one that uses the lotion as part of his rolling regimen.
Yeah, and just seeing it on the screen, you can see just how fast the pieces move over. And this is what allows them to play at these high levels.
Yeah, you may see it if any players get into a jam. You'll just see the ability to just fling pieces left to right on the board. It is a spectacle to watch, and it causes for some high-flying acrobatics, but these players are so efficient that you really don't get much opportunity to see them struggle on 18.
Yeah, and even with Meme here, pretty high up.
Yeah.
We're going to see how she digs down, and yeah, it's pretty much trivial for these players, even at this high point.
Yeah, she is J piece dependent. Does get the J piece, but she does have that. She does have that gap there in the stack on the right side, but she's got it open, and a long bar would give her a dirty Tetris. And despite all of this play up high, she has the lead over Huff.
Yeah, and like you can see, all these players just are able to make these scary piece placements, and with rolling, you can get those Tetrises.
Yeah, and you get an immense feeling of relief when your board is up high and you throw that Tetris down. It just like thank goodness that long bar came when it did. RNG has blessed you at that time.
Yeah, and as we can take a look at the scores once again, they are pretty close to each other. I believe, nice T-spin.
Yep, there we go. Meme with the T-spin. We are nearing the level 19 transition. It looks like Meme has 3 more Tetrises she can get before level 19, which means a 500K transition is possible. Huff has 4 more Tetrises. Meme's gonna get another dirty Tetris, and back-to-back dirty Tetrises, 504,000 into level 19 for Meme.
Yeah, Huff just a little bit behind, also does a T-spin of his own, and is Tetris ready? So if we can get a long bar, that would really help, but has to plug a hole in the stack here. It's about ready for transition, but the board is kind of messy.
Yeah, this is kind of a rough board. I mean, with rolling, this is survivable into 19, but Huff would certainly love to try and downstack and get this board brought down. He's got the left well open into transition, and he's going to take some flat burns and make life a little easier for himself.
Yeah.
But man, this whole time, Meme has been able to amass a lead of 3.5 Tetrises and a simul Tetris, both of them getting one at the same time.
Yeah, our players now level 19, 600K for Meme, 500K for Huff here. So it's going to take a little bit of work to build the lead back. But as the levels go higher, so do Tetrises. So Tetrises score more at the higher levels. So it is important to not only play well at the start, but if you are able to score Tetrises later on, it makes it so much more efficient.
Yeah, and right now we see on Meme's side, she's got that spire of S pieces, managed to get a Tetris down. That's going to make life easier. But to get back to what you were saying, Chronos, every Tetris when you get another level, it goes up in value by 1,200 points. So every 10 levels, you're gaining 12,000 points of Tetris, and that makes a huge difference when we get into the higher levels and into the kill screen and beyond.
Yeah, now level 24 for Meme. She is pretty far ahead in terms of line count here.
Yeah, it is. She's ahead by about 10 lines, but she does have the true lead in terms of pace. So even if Huff was at the same line count, Meme would still be ahead. But there's plenty of time for that to change. As we just saw in the first game, they've got the ability to play for at least another 140 more lines.
Yeah, and we are getting close to max out territory here. So Meme, with that Tetris, is now about 4 Tetrises away, I believe.
Yeah, it's about 4 Tetrises, maybe a smidgen less, but Huff's going to throw one down too, so Huff is at least keeping this game here. 700, make it 819 with the Toasters for Huff, 915,000 for Meme. She is 2 Tetrises away from max out. There's one of them, and keep those cowbells ready. She's going to have to take a couple of burns, but that max out is imminent for Meme here on level 27.
Yeah, and one more long bar, if it will come, should do it. Let's see if we get one as we enter a small drought here.
There it is, and a max out for Meme. But now Huff into level 26, 884,000. Meme is continuing to grow this lead. She's pouring on the Tetrises. Meme with the max out, Huff at 889,000, and he's going to want to try and get this board cleaned up heading into level 29. He's got 20 more lines to work with.
Yeah, and Meme about to hit the super kill screen soon. 2 more lines will do it, and Tetris is into it.
Yep, and it looks like Meme is into the kill screen with a 1.1 million score. Huff has, looks like 3 more Tetris that he can get before level 29, but Meme is kind of on a tear right now, so Huff is going to have to really hunker down and do some work on the kill screen to catch up and keep Meme from going up 2 games to 0.
Yeah, Meme still playing very aggressively here, still stacking up these Tetrises on the kill screen, but we're pretty high up here.
Yeah, she's doing well. She gets a Tetris on level 31, brings his board down. Huff's into the kill screen at 953,000 points, but Huff hangs a couple of pieces, and he's going to top out. Meme takes game number 2 with a 1.2 million score, and now leads 2 games to 0.
Yeah, that was just incredible play from Meme, just incredibly consistent, especially into the kill screen. The super kill screen play was just immaculate.
Yeah.
Like, so many Tetrises as well. Like, getting Tetrises on that kill screen play is so difficult because you need to do 5 taps, I believe, in a row to like get some of your pieces over, and that is just incredibly difficult.
Yeah, and 5 tap at that level, it's insane to do. But you know what? I think Blasto, have we got any donations?
We absolutely do. People are loving this run, and it's gotten us to 13,000 of $15,000 needed for that 100 line sprint incentive. And it included donations like these, $500 from Captain Rana saying, never had too much interest in Tetris, but these classic Tetris matches have been wild. They absolutely have. We also have a $500 donation from One More Time with the possibly controversial take, backwards L piece is better than regular L piece.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
And something I want to see in some upcoming donations, Anonymous donates $16.25 saying, some square number donations for the block perhaps? Let's do it. 9, 16, 25, 36, 64. Let's do the squares and let's get this incentive done.
Absolutely love to hear it. But again, this is a best of 5 right now. Meme is on match point, so if Huff wants to keep his game alive, he's gonna need to take this 3rd game. It looks like the players are ready, and I know all of us are ready, so how about if we count down game number 3 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Yeah, after seeing the kill screen play, it makes 18 look incredibly slow. But honestly, 18 is so difficult. If you haven't tried 18 out there in the audience, I should say you should definitely try it out and just see just how difficult playing at this speed is. Even level 9 for a lot of players is just really difficult.
Yeah.
But Meme, just really high up here.
Yeah, we're gonna maybe see some of that survival right here from Meme. Let's see if she can. She needs a J piece. Is she gonna get one? No, she is not. She would.
Oh, that's a rough piece.
But you see the power of rolling, flinging pieces from left to right. Can Meme survive this? Is the big question. She needs something to the left.
Gets a long bar, nice. But can we dig down more?
Yeah.
Needs a couple more pieces. There's a J.
And this is just time for Huff to get a cushion here and feel a little bit safer because he knows he needs every point he can get, and he's got to take advantage of Meme struggling. And she gets the Tetris and brings the board down. The crowd is loving it, Chronos.
Yeah, like just being able to dig out of that situation with so many creative decisions, it's so incredible to see because all of those piece placements are very accurate. Like you need to be sure that you have your pieces fit on the board to be able to fit whatever piece that comes up in your queue. So if you have a piece that just doesn't fit on the board, you need to have a good idea of where the best position is for that piece.
Yeah, and earlier on you saw Meme was feeling it after she brought that board down. Crowd feeling her. She got a Vitz right after that. And guess what? Another Vitz from Meme, followed by a Tetris. Meme is low-key cooking right now. She's brought it down to 2 Tetrises trailing Huff here in this crucial third game.
Yeah, and Huff having an 84% Tetris rate is very high up. So that is a very strong pace that he is setting.
Yeah, as of right now, I know we are early in the game, but he's on pace for like a 630,000 transition, which is an impressive number.
Yeah, and like scores like that are incredible to see. Let's see if we can get more very nice decisions, but we're entering a drought and Meme is able to get 2 Tetrises out of that.
Yep, but right now, 256,000 for Huff, 209,000 for me. It's the early goings of level 18, and it's exciting because we had that little flirtation with the top of the screen there, and Meme was able to come out of it masterfully. But Huff still holding on to this lead, and he's going to need to keep it all the way through the remainder of this game. Otherwise, Meme's going to get the brooms out.
Yeah, and Meme has been playing very strongly all throughout this tournament, so
yeah.
Let's go ahead and check it out.
Yeah, and right there you see there on Huff's side, he did what we call an SV Corian thing. He had a room for a square piece. He put the J piece in and he put the L piece in by rotating them. He clears that up and makes the top of his stack flat.
We have hit $15,000 for the 100-line sprint initiative. So we're getting more Tetris, folks.
All right, hey, let's go. And you all are going to be excited. Remember how we said level 18 is hard? For that 100-line sprint, these players are going to do it on level 19.
And level 19, even like at this tournament that we had for qualifiers, level 19 was basically the kill screen for a lot of our competitors. But these people that we have here on stage are just some of the best that are able to just tear up 19 like it's nothing.
Absolutely, and they're going to need to tear up 19 here because I don't know about you, but I'd love to see more games. I would love to see us go to a decider and make things really intense. The hype is going to be off the chart if Huff happens to win the next 2 and force a game 5.
Yeah, and Meme with that hang is going to have a very creative T-piece placement to burn off that board.
Yep, and that is something that makes Meme and many others like her the greatest players in the game of Tetris. Normal people would see that and they'd be like, how the heck do I get out of this? Meme flips one piece and it's clean.
Yeah, it's so cool to see the decisions that these players make.
But that board is a little rough for Huff here. He's just got to clear out and open up column number 2. He's going to take a flat burn here. Oh, what perfect timing of that long bar and that square. And now he's got that LJ dependency, fills it up. He is almost free. Huff is making it look easy over here.
And this is not easy. The burn setups are really smart from these players. And as we can see on the left side with Meme, just having a 2 wide to fill in the gaps there. Very nice setup.
And we are nearing the level 19 transition once again. Huff's going to throw down a Tetris. He's up by a Tetris and change, 527K to 492,000. Huff has 4 more Tetrises available until level 19. Meme has 2 more, but if she takes a burn, she's going to lose one of those Tetrises. So we'll see how much she wants to maintain efficiency here. She takes the triple and gets a line spin. Oh my goodness, Meme, I see you.
Just styling.
And she goes in with a 523,000. Meanwhile, Huff still has 2 Tetrises available to him. He takes one. And if he gets a Tetris here, it's going to be a 598,000 score into level 19 unless he takes a burn.
Yeah, and as we can see here, we get a nice tuck into a Tetris.
Yep, 598,000 for Huff into level 19, but Meme is 13 lines ahead. That's about 3 Tetrises into the future, so to speak. But that means Huff's lead may be a little bit more pronounced than you see it on the screen right here. 648 to 633 on level 20.
Yeah, both our players pretty close here in Tetris rate and score.
Yeah, and we had a little bit of a mild drought. I mean, for players at this level, you don't even really flinch until you get a drought above, say, 20 to 25 pieces, and we haven't really run into that. Praise RNG.
Yeah. RNG has been pretty nice since we haven't had a super long drought yet.
Yeah, but you know, just as we say that, RNG is probably going to rear its ugly head, and we'll call that the commentator's curse.
But we are entering level 23 now.
Yeah, right now, right around max out pace. She's gonna have to do some work to get there by kill screen, but she can get in on level 29. Huff is looking at about a 1.08 into kill screen at this point. We'll see if he can keep pushing that through because he's gonna need it to make game 4 happen. But now both players into level 23 for Huff and level 24 for me.
Yeah, they are now separated by basically a double here, I want to say.
Yeah, right now, it was about a Tetris. Yeah, this would be about equivalent to a double of separation. But Meme is now taking the lead over Huff, 833,000 to 810,000. Huff is trying to get this board clean. He needs one more burn to open it up. He's going to take it with the TP, set the long bar flat, and now he needs one more to get a Tetris and get right back in the thick of things.
And there we go, Tetris.
Tetris for Huff, but Meme is continuing to pour it on. She's looking to end this in 3 and make a statement here. Meme finishing second at CTWC is one of the best players in the world, and you know that she wants to put some people on notice here, and she's doing that with her gameplay today.
Yeah, we are getting close to max out here. I believe 2 more Tetrises will do it.
Yep, 1 more Tetris for Meme will be the max out. Here it comes, and boom, Tetris for Meme and a max out. All right, so it's Meme and it's Huff, and we're making our way to the kill screen. We almost certainly have a collision course with level 29 coming up here. But we're seeing a bit of a drought there on level 27 for Huff. He handles it masterfully. He's at 941,000, only 3 Tetrises behind as Meme goes into kill screen with a 1.085 million score.
Yeah, that is going to be a very tough score to beat as Huff is now 100K points behind 3 Tetrises.
Yeah.
So it's going to need a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, important to know that the Tetrises do increase the score scale. So, and a max out for Huff. Shake your cowbells, everybody. And he goes into kill screen with a 1.017 million. But even though it says 150,000 points, that's 4 Tetrises. And even though we're on kill screen, that is something that can be brought back in a heartbeat. And let's see if Meme can survive this. She needs to get that left side open, but she's not getting the pieces she needs. The worst time
right
ever.
Side. Okay, gets one over.
Needs a long bar. She's gonna get it. No, she's not. Huff is in a chase down. He needs 1.19 million. That is B90 for Huff. And if he gets it, he will stay alive. But he tops out at 1.044 million. And Meme is gonna take this in 3. It's a Meme sweep at Summer Games Done Quick. Congratulations to Meme for taking first. Shoutouts to Huff for a valiant effort and finishing second out of everybody. So, very exciting. The crowd is giving their love to Meme and to Huff. Meme, 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 Meme. All right, and one of the great things about the Tetris community, the camaraderie, they're hugging it out after the game. But again, congratulations to both Meme and Huff. Hey, Blasto, have we got any donations?
We absolutely do. We hit the $15,000 incentive for the 100-line sprint. With the cowbells going, the names being chanted, I wanted to call out this donation from Bravest Threemo. $5 donation saying, watching this Tetris match, I finally understand what it feels like when people watch the World Cup. We also started to hear from the Square Train during the block, as we have $25.25 from Nick Does Voices saying, let's go meme, the piecement places have been buck wild. Have time for more donations, gang?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, we did hear from your community as we have a $50 donation from Nanook saying, let's go Meme and Huff. An excellent game between the two of them. And $5 from Tyler Tetris saying, hi Huff, hi Meme, huge shout out to Toast for all he does for our scene. A lot of credit goes to Toast, not only commentating, but running this all week long.
All right, and hey, shout outs to Tyler, one of the coolest guys in the Tetris community. And also, by the way, Tyler, shout outs to Spoon. Spoon is Tyler's adorable little kitten.
Love that. Love that.
Okay, it looks like we're good to go for the 100-line sprint. So their goal is basically to get 100 lines as quick as possible. So Meme and Huff will be doing this on level 19. And I believe they're going to increment the seeds so they have the same pieces. And once they are ready, we'll get started. 1 second here. What's that? Yeah.
While they follow that, just a quick reminder, we have opened up the behind-the-scenes showcase incentive for Super Mario Maker 2. After you see the troll race, why not see how it was made? $60,000, we're on our way.
Yep, and just going to give a couple of ground rules here quick for the 100-line sprint. I mean, it's very simple. Get 100 lines before the other person, but since they're playing on level 19, it's very possible they could top up because they're going to do possibly some wild and crazy strats. I don't know. I have not seen them do a 100-line sprint on 19, but if they do top out in trying to get that, we will allow them to start over and try and get back into it. So you could see rotating leads based on who tops out and who needs to get going again. So are you all ready for a 100-line sprint? All right. Love here. Are you ready for a 100-line sprint, Chronos?
Yeah, I am so ready. This is going to be super hype. This is speed running in NES Tetris.
Yes, the best of both worlds. It looks like the both players have indicated they are ready. So 100-line sprint, everybody, let's count them down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
So, yeah, and in the same way for sprinting, the entire goal is to get Tetrises. So not only do you need to get Tetrises because they're fast for clearing lines, but also building high up allows you to just get more pieces on the screen faster.
Yeah, and what you're seeing here, they're doing what's called a tree strat, where they build their stack up higher so that they can clear lines faster because it takes less time to get down to the bottom of their tree stack to get those Tetrises cleared. So they are going to try and keep that board as high as they can while also simultaneously not topping out. So this is quite an endeavor for both of our players.
Yeah, and it is very scary to watch. Both players are just building so high up at like places where you normally do not want to place your pieces.
Yeah, and right now it is very, very close, although it looks like Meme is the lead now. She's got 31 lines clear compared to Huff's 28, but they are showing great survival here, building halfway up the board on level 19. I mean, if I tried this, I would have topped out about 5 minutes ago, and we just started a minute ago.
Yeah, but look at Meme's screen pretty high up here. Is going to, not get the long bar over,
no.
But gets the Tetris.
Yep, she gets the 5-tap of the long bar over all the way on the left, and she needs a little something to the left to bring this board down. But right now, 48 lines for Meme, 45 lines for Huff. It is very, very close.
Yeah, and this is super intense here. All these flips super quickly. And Meme with a very clean board state.
Yep, we have reached the halfway point of the sprint, 56 to 52 lines. They're separated by a Tetris in terms of line count. The score really does not matter. It's lines that count in this one.
Yeah, separated. Now, Meme with a pretty crushing lead right now in 7 lines ahead.
Yep, and she's set up for a Tetris. She's going to get the Tetris. She is 70 lines in, 30 more to go for Meme to claim the victory in this 100-line sprint. But
oh, no. Hangs up very high up, and Meme is going to top out.
No, she can go ahead and start over. She can go ahead and start over and try to beat Huff, but she flew a little close to the sun, and much like a bad piece of toast, might have got burnt.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So now Huff in survival game, trying to get to 100 as fast as possible.
Yep, he's at 79 lines, so I think if I'm Huff right now, my strategy is just don't top out because he can single his way to victory, but Huff's a competitor. He's setting up for the Tetris, but he's only going to get a triple out of it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just have to place those pieces when you get them.
Yep, 13 more lines for Huff. Oh, he hangs an O piece, so we'll see if he can survive this. But he has 10 more lines to go. He's going to get a triple, and Meme's doing everything she can to try and catch up, but Huff 6 lines away. 4 more to go, 3 lines. He's going to get the double. He just needs a single burn, and Huff takes the 100-line sprint. Congratulations. Meme takes the Tetris Championship. Huff wins the 100-line sprint. What an effort. What a display from these two players. Show them some love, everybody. All right. So this was absolutely incredible. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. I know Chronos, you've been having a blast, and the players are having a great time. Do we have time for maybe some donations, Blasto?
I'm more than glad to read a few, if you like.
I would love some donations.
$10 from Cap Insanity saying, what? The blocks? How? My brain can't process blocks so fast. And also a $500 donation from Bear Paws 56 saying, go Meme, go Huff. An incredible run by both of those competitors. Everybody give it up one more time. Do you have any last shout outs you'd like to give before we continue on here at SGDQ?
All right, Chronos, do you want to go first? Do you have any shout outs?
Yeah, shout outs to Toast, who has been phenomenal at handling this event. He has done so much tech behind the scenes. I also want to give a shout out to all of our competitors as well that have taken part in this competition. It was just an incredible show of all our competitors that came out here. And yeah, just some incredible Tetris has been played all weekend long, or week long, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, final shout-outs here. Shout-outs to CTWC, the Classic Tetris World Championships. You're all encouraged to play. We'd love to have you on board. Even if you're not a max outer, you can do it at Tetris for the non-pros, tmp.tetris.lol. And also, shout-outs to Meme, shout-outs to Huff, shout-outs to all the players that played in person, all the qualifiers and hotfix. Shout-outs to the GDQ staff for just being tremendous and accommodating me and the tournament and Chronos and everyone here. It has been a blast. I hope you enjoyed this experience as much as all of us did.